Good afternoon, Roosevelt. My name is Jake Collins, and I'm back with your world news. We'd like to start off today's update with a tribute and moment of silence for the fallen of 9/11 on the 20th anniversary of the attacks.
The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror.
In local news, Flat Rock residents were voluntarily evacuated last week to a benzene gas leak from the nearby Ford Motor Company plant. Residents were not required to evacuate, but were strongly recommended. According to an article in the News Herald, the director of the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, Elizabeth Hertel, said there was no imminent danger at this time. However, they are acting in an abundance of caution. Ford has halted production at their Flat Rock plant as they are working to fix the problem and prevent this from happening again. Over Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the city passed out gift cards to those affected. Ford also donated $1 million to a community fund in order to help in the lodging efforts, and is issuing $500 to each resident who was affected. In state news, Governor Gretchen Whitmer proposed a $1.4 million enhancement to the healthcare systems in Michigan. The plan is broken up into 3 phases. The first phase is a $335 million enhancement to increase community-based behavioral health and substance use disorder treatments. The next phase is enhancing health infrastructure with $325 million to build a new state psychiatric hospital in southeast Michigan to replace the Hawthorne Center and the Walter Rutherford Psychiatric Hospital. The last phase is a $115 million database enhancement and $66 million to help connect people with community resources available to them. In national news, last Wednesday, a Texas abortion law went into effect banning all abortions after 6 weeks of being pregnant. The Department of Justice filed an emergency order last Tuesday to temporarily pause the new Texas law. The DOJ claims that the law violates the 14th Amendment. They said last Tuesday that if a restraining order is granted, the law should not be enforced while in place, and those who try to enforce the law will be informed that they no longer have the authority and the law that was once granted to them. Thank you for tuning in to this World News Update. For more information on these stories, visit the links in the description. Have a great day, RHS.